Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wrestling Tracks. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wrestling Tracks. I have a very special guest for me tonight. Very special guest. He actually happens to be the pastor. That's right. I said it. Pastor. You heard me. The pastor of Mount Zion Baptist Church in Detroit. Ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Dr. Bishop, Apostolic Senior Pastor Greg McCray, Senior. What's going on?
How you doing tonight, my son?
I am doing awesome, man. By the way, just to put a thing on this, those of you people who say Christians don't watch wrestling, believe me, trust me, they do. Just want to put that out there. Well, we are a month away from BattleGround, and I think it's gonna be an awesome show. You gonna watch?
Most definitely.
Yes, sir. It'll be live on the award-winning WWE Network for a low price of $9.99. The match I'm looking forward to so far: Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Heavyweight Championship of the world. Only problem is, Papa, Roman Reigns is he's suspended right now.
I can barely hear you.
I had to stand on him. Say, okay, Roman Reigns is suspended right now. The only problem with having a championship match.
Well, I think that with it coming up that Reigns did break the rules and everything, that the suspension is warranted. You got to have some rules, especially in times like these.
Oh, yeah.
And those rules actually are meant to protect the wrestlers and the athletes, as well as keep problems out of the company. And so I don't hold it against them that Reigns was suspended. I think get himself together to allow everything to get straightened out. The question, though, is how is he going to come back after this? You know, what type of tenacity is he going to bring coming back into the WWE? What's going to be his outlook and his attitude coming back?
Well, I'll tell you, most superstars, whether it's suspension, vacation, whatever you want to call it, most of them come back with ring rust. You ain't been in the ring for some time. For example, when John Cena came back from his injury, it was an elbow injury, I think, whatever it was. A lot of people had doubts about ring rust. Ring rust, basically, you've been away for a while. Do you still have it? Do you still have what it takes to compete in a wrestling ring? Or are you, in the words of Enzo Amore, are you SAWFT soft?
Well, you got to look, like I said, number one, it takes the attitude, because even on the suspension, you can get that time where you're working out in the ring, you're doing mock matches, you're talking with folks, you're constantly coming back, you're working your body, you're working your techniques and whatnot. The suspension is not a lifetime. It's not like it's no 2-3 years or 5 years or whatnot. It just really matter months. The question is, while you're on that suspension, what do you do? If you have what they call it, I call it a Mai mentality, where all you're doing, you're just sitting around, you're not doing anything, you're gaining weight, then yeah, you're going to have to deal with that ring rust. But if you're constantly in the ring, if you're doing your workouts correctly, if you're sparring, if you're staying active, and when you come back to the ring, to the actual WWE, you come back with some fire. You can come back so ferocious that you can tear Brock Lesnar a new one.
Yeah, man. So suspension is 30 days, so it's gonna be a while. Next time we see Roman Reigns, and when he does come back, it will be Roman Reigns, it will be Seth Rollins, it will be Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Question is, how long can Dean Ambrose be on top of the mountain as champion?
There's a question in the hand, because you look at the fact that Dean had to come in and capitalize with that Money in the Bank briefcase. While your boy Seth Rollins was actually just coming off of that terrific match with Roman Reigns. Rollins was tired. He was already beat down because that was one heck of a match. And then you got Dean Ambrose will come in and, basically target the man by hitting him with the briefcase. Now, don't get me wrong. I think it was smart of Ambrose to come in and catch him, while he's exhausted, after he's been through this grueling match. That's using your head. But you got to always remember, it might be easy to catch the chicken. Yeah, but the question is, how do you hold on to it? Because, once Seth Rollins got his breath back, and once he, got some time, he's going to come, he's going to be ready. And I'm not sure that Dean Ambrose can actually handle a fired up and rested Seth Rollins.
Yeah, man. Dean Ambrose did what most contract winners have done. They right now, John Cena defended his championship at the time, and I want to say it was New Year's Revolution, something like that. He just defended it in a 6-man elimination chamber match, and here comes Edge catching the contract. John is tired, he's exhausted, he's bloody, he's weak, lost a little blood, and Edge comes in with the contract. 1, 2, 3, kicked out. 1, 2, 3, kicked out. That third spear left this champion with the lovely lead at his side, by the way. And when he cashed the contract at the time, the Money in the Bank contract, 2 things can happen: walk in, cash it in, leave champion, or you can have that plan fail. Only 2 men have cashed it in and lost: John Cena and the former superstar Damien Sandow.
Well, I mean, see, the conversation really cut and dry conversation. I mean, you got to look at the fact that who's ever champion, number one, they got to be marketable. Then they've got to have the flamboyancy to be able to not only have the title but hold on to the title.
Definitely.
When you look at John Cena, and I know that as host you don't really like John Cena, but you got to give John Cena his kudos. John Cena got that belt. John Cena marketed the WWE wrestling, the brand, and the belt, not merely in the ring, but he marketed it within the rings of, I guess you could say, the media. You saw him on talk shows. You saw him guest appearances. He was one of the best marketable champions that they could use and take and make, profitable movies. I mean, when you look at Cena's movies, they made some money off, and so some of the other champions have tried to do it, but none have come up to the marketable money value of John Cena. And so when all that got to really go into the camp, because, getting a championship belt is not just merely a situation of physical prowess, but it's also a situation of what can you bring to the level of being a champion, and not merely just having a belt around your waist.
Oh yeah, I remember back in the day, the former life of Ric Flair, he was world champion of WCW, and this man here brought prestige to the world title. You see him on talk shows, you see him on old school talk shows like David Letterman and whatnot, and he brought class, he brought prestige to the world title. John Cena would be considered what Hulk Hogan was in his era.
Now, when you look at Cena when he did the Marine, and he kicked off the Marine franchise. He had, I think, it was Ted DiBiase Jr.
Right.
And I'm not sure that there was a third Marine franchise, but then you also looked at some of the other movies that Cena was in. I mean, he was one of the first champions that branched the WWE off into the movie genre.
Oh yeah.
Then, you know, like I said, Cena, he became really one of the first WWE champions that had a major impact on the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
He became one of the most marketable champions there is. Now, when you look at Seth Rollins or Dean Ambrose, I can't really see whether you're going to have that level of marketable ability. I mean, sure, you're going to have the rivalry in the ring, but I do believe that Vince and Stephanie are going to be looking and saying, since they have tasted the sweet smell of the financial victory with the WWE champion that can correlate things outside of the ring, is come up to this level. If they can't meet the level, I can't see them holding on to the championship that long.
Yes, sir.
Like it or not, Vince and Stephanie in this thing for the money.
Oh, definitely.
You know, I think Hussein said, "What money?"
Yeah. We got much more to talk about. We'll be right back with you on Wrestle Track. Don't go anywhere. I don't know about you. If you use your phone like I do a lot, there's nothing worse than having a cracked phone, man. I want to get that fixed. Well, you take a ride to Cell Phone Repair Center at 1609 West Buckingham Road, Garland, Texas, 75042. You can get that phone fixed for a low cost. That's 75042. The number to call, 972-931-8600. Hours are Monday through Saturday, varying from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and also 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's your phone fixed and enjoy a crack-free phone. Back to the show with Lee Houston. Yeah, man, get your phone free. Get your phone fixed. You know, Papa, I don't know about you, but what do you think your dog does while you're gone?
With who now?
Like, all right, let's say you get ready to leave, right? What do you think your dog is doing while you're gone?
I can barely hear you though. The connection is a little off.
Well, I asked you because Secret Life of Pets is in theaters. I want to know what do you think when your dog is out of what do you think your dog or your pet is doing while you're gone? Check this out.
I'll see you tonight.
She's back.
Got my phone.
Oh, come on. Oh, I miss her so much.
See you later, Chloe.
Bye, sweet Kate.
This summer, discover the secret life of pets. From the humans behind Despicable Me. The secret life of pets.
You be a good boy, Leonard.
Yes, sir. In theaters, July 8th. That's why I was really asking you, what do you think your pet's doing while you're gone? The Secret Life of Pets in theaters, I think it's July 8th.
Well, I can kind of tell you, his name is Dollar, after the famous dollar bill from the Players Club. If I left Dollar in the house when I got back, I'd have to call and have major renovations.
Yeah.
So I keep him outside. And Dollar, type that he tries to find. He'll try to find things that he can do to become rambunctious, or he's gonna find a cool spot. Since right now we're experiencing uncommon hot weather.
Oh yeah, wow. Detroit? Oh Lord. Detroit's always cold as crap.
Usually the weather be kind of cool, but lately we've been in the 90s. Today I think we hit like 92 or 93. And when I left this morning, he was kind of sitting at the gate like, oh, about to leave me again. Well, get on out here. I got he was laying underneath his house. I'm like, man, hey, you've been gone all this time. You ain't coming in. You about to go again. So then the missus, we stopped by the pet store and got him a big leg of lamb. And she opened it and gave it to him. And he was like, okay, I'm cool for a while. By the time we got back, the leg of lamb was saying, find me. I was kind of like, I thought it would last him a couple of days, It lasted a couple of hours.
Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, check out the Secret Life of Pets in theaters July 8th. And speaking of July, SmackDown goes live. That's right, live. It used to be taped, now going live every Tuesday night from now until, till Jesus come back. Every Tuesday night, live, only on the USA Network. You get Raw, you get pay-per-view once a month on Sunday. You get Raw Monday, and you get SmackDown Tuesday night. How cool is that, man?
That's going to be real cool, man. I mean, there's nothing like a live showing. Most of the time when we look at wrestling, all we talk about is scripted stuff. And we know that there's some scripting in it. But man, you can't script a fall from the top of the ring.
Oh, sure can't.
You can't script when somebody's running full speed and gets that clothesline, and homeboy only does a flip, but does a 360 flip. And so that live taping, man, especially when you're there in the audience, the electricity that goes on in seeing the program, man, it's just like somebody got to go to the hospital on the next day.
Yes, indeed. Well, next pay-per-view, next time comes you live on pay-per-view, NXT from Brooklyn. It was so good, we did it again. Sold out completely. NXT is sold out. Sorry, but tickets for SummerSlam is available right now. Go check it out. And I want to say it's kind of early now, but match on the card for SummerSlam. If Dean Ambrose can make it to SummerSlam as the world champion, I want to see Dean Ambrose go one-on-one with, let's just put a name out there. Let's just say the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
Man, that's a no-brainer. Brock will decimate Dean Ambrose. I mean, Brock gonna hit Dean so hard that they gonna land on his grandchildren.
Yeah. So I'm gonna call that a WrestleMania rematch. And last time it was in the ring together at WrestleMania a couple of months ago.
I still have to give it to Brock. It'd be a miracle that Dean could even just get in the ring, and that'd be about as far as they go. Brock is just too powerful, too ferocious for Dean to even handle. I mean, Dean would have to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, in order to even think that he could even halfway come up in the win column against a Brock Lesnar. It's just that plain and simple.
Oh, definitely, man. How you feel about this NXT guy from down in NXT, Shinsuke Nakamura?
I think he has good techniques. I just think that he's not really yet ready for a SmackDown or a Monday Night Raw. That's just my opinion. But I think that he needs a little bit more finesse to say that he's going to be of the caliber of the mainstream wrestlers. What do you think?
I think Shinsuke came at the right time. It was like when we saw Shinsuke Nakamura, it was WrestleMania weekend NXT takeover in Dallas. We saw the debut of Shinsuke, and I tell you, this guy's a beast, man. Straight from the land of rising sun, Japan. It came to us from New Japan Pro Wrestling, the former workplace of AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, known to you guys as the Bullet Club. Shinsuke Nakamura, I think he got some potential to be a world champion.
A world champion. You placing it kind of high on the hog, yeah.
Down the road, he'll be the first Japanese champ. When that time comes, God willing, he'll be the first Japanese champion. WWE has never had a black, Asian, or Japanese world champion.
I think that he's going to have to do a whole heck of a lot more than just shock NXT crowd.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of, I'm going to ask you a question about that. You know, over the years, WWE has never had an African-American champion. Because it's or something behind that.
Well, it's kind of six in one hand and half a dozen in another.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said before, when you get to that level of the WWE champion, it's not merely about just holding the belt. You have to have that mental fortitude to understand that you're no longer a part of the crowd, but you're the leader of the pack.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, many of those who are in the ring really don't have that mindset. I think that they're going to come along and an African American that's going to really open the eyes of people, and he'll be able to not only win the championship, but be a marketable force that we need. I believe it's coming. It's win.
Mm-hmm. Well, WWE has had several champions of different cultures. We've had an Irish champion over the years. We've had an Italian champion and Bruno Sammartino. How you doing, sir? We even had a Russian, the Iron Sheik. We never had a black champion. No, The Rock does not count. At the time, the world title was the second title. The title at the time was WWE. The Rock does not count as the first black champion because he's half Samoan, first of all. So, outside of The Rock, technically doesn't count. Never had a first black WWE champion. Maybe one day, down the streets of glory, maybe we'll have a first black champion.
Well, that was a couple of years ago. Everybody's heart was kind of looking toward that young man who think Bobby put me on.
Lashley?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They really thought that he was going to be the one.
Mm-hmm.
But that really didn't work out. And if you're looking at the roster right now, there's nobody that really can fit the bill of saying really being the WWE champion. I mean, Mark Henry, I wouldn't say he probably would have been close. But I mean, you look at all these other guys, that either don't have the mentality or the storyline that they in is just too foolish.
Mm-hmm.
And so I still say, New Day, need to find a new day. They really need to step up and tell Vincent and Stephanie that they need to make a change in their storyline. Because as African American men, they ain't cutting the mustard.
Yeah, man.
And that's just one man's opinion.
You know, speaking of a New Day, I think we'll see at BattleGround, the WWE World Tag Team Champions, the New Day versus Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, the Club. And I'm hoping to see, maybe we might see new champions in Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and one day on the street, and the world title and the Bullet Club of all the gold.
Well, do you have that can really step up and be WWE champion, tag team champion?
Well, tag team division right now, I want to say my boys, Luke, Enzo Amore and Big Cass. You got the Vaude Villains. They kind of suck right now. You even got, I want to say, my boys, man, the toughest tag team in the history of pro wrestling, the Dudleys. No, not the Bushwhackers, the Dudleys. Former ECW, WWE, TNA, New Japan, held every championships, every title ever held worldwide. The Dudley Boys, I want to say, will have a 10th-time chance as your WWE World Tag Team Champions. Why? Because they bootios. That's why.
Well, you don't think that the NXT Tag Team Champions would have a real good fighting chance against the WWE Tag Team Champions?
That would be interesting to see that. I would mind seeing that. The problem is, can they bring it, though?
That's the $64,000 question.
Mm-hmm.
Can they actually bring it? And you know, is there a duo that can actually come together, you know, work together and do something to be able to put together a formal line? I mean, if you look at somebody who's big and yet marketable, I mean, this guy, I think his name is Apollo Crews.
Mm-hmm.
If you get him to tag team with somebody, that might be a good formidable match for New Day.
Yes, indeed, man. I'm going to take you back in time a little bit. Back in 1997, a Hall of Famer, Stone Cold Steve Austin, created a very special, I think 96, excuse me, a very special phrase at the time. And I want you to listen to it in its entirety. Check this out. This is 1996. Listen to this.
The fourth prestigious King of the Ring, Stone Cold Steve Austin, an incredible victory. The first thing I want to be done is to get that piece of crap out of my ring. Come on. Don't just get him out of the ring, get him out of the WWE. Because I've proved, son, without a shadow of a doubt, you ain't got what it takes anymore. You sit there and you thump your Bible and you say your prayers, and it didn't get you anywhere. Talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass.
Now, we could keep playing the whole thing, but that's the main part of it. Go check it out. Austin 3:16 thing. Man, those of you young people who don't know nothing about that, That was the night that Steve Stone Cold came royalty. He won the King of the Ring versus Hall of Famer Jake the Snake Roberts. And ever since, Ultimate land a can of whoop arch ever since.
You talk about, blasting from the past. And you imagine if they could get Stone Cold Steve Austin to come out of retirement and then pull Goldberg out of retirement.
Wow.
Put them together and let them run rampant in the WWE.
Yeah, man, that was a great match. Stone Cold's neck he didn't retire and had neck issues. I would love to see that. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Goldberg, that'd be epic. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why they blocked out the F on there, those of you who don't know, because back in the day, WWF was also the World Wildlife Foundation. And what ticks me off about it is that 50 years go by, and they used the same initials for 50 years. 10 years ago, on to 2002, wait a minute, they got the same initials we do. Let's send them a lawsuit, change the name, go to court. And Vince said, I can't afford to go to court. I'm gonna change the name to WWE. That's why we no longer call it WWE, WWF. Now it's WWE.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
It took everybody kind of by surprise.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that really shows the smart tenacity of Vince in that even with that type of having to make that type of adjustment, that type of flip, he still took reference to a new level.
Oh yeah.
Even though that there was the name situation and then the lawsuit attack and everything that they ended up having to change from WWF to WWE, you might have saw a stutter step, but you didn't see much of a stutter step. Vince kept moving that machine forward and forward and forward. WWE is more recognized, more cherished, looked upon more greater than the WWF was.
Oh, definitely. I remember a time growing up, you were there, me, you, Greg, and everybody else watching the shows on Monday night. I remember Monday Night Wars very clearly on that little TV used to have back then. The problem for me was, as a wrestling fan growing up in the 90s, two companies were at war with each other. Absolute bitter war. WCW, Ted Turner's WCW, Vince McMahon's WWE. Which one will reign supreme in the end? WWE standing tall. WCW, on the other hand, we ain't heard from them in 14 years. That proves one point, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody, try as you may, but you will fail. Nobody can go to war head-to-head with WWE. It's been proven, and they've been failed every time.
But now I've got a question then. And I know that they've really moved forward with merging the two companies. But had they left them separately and continued this somewhat of a rivalry with this only both groups, do you think that wrestling would have the visibility and the tenacity and the marketability that it has right now? Or do you think it was a strategically good move to just eliminate? Because if you think about it, not only did he really eliminate WCW, but also ECW.
Oh, definitely.
And, you might not look at ECW, so to speak, but, ECW was on the move.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at Rob Van Dam, the Dudley Boys, all of those folks that were in ECW that were really doing things and creating a name. And when they said extreme, they were extreme.
Oh, yeah. My God in heaven, that was awesome. In the words of AC/DC, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. And when you get to the top, only one person can stand supreme. Two kings can't rule, ladies and gentlemen. So only one company can be supreme. And I'm grateful to God Almighty that it was WWE in the end. Now, they tried. They tried their hardest. You dang right they tried. But in the end, when it's all said and done, WWE, even though they've been hurt a little bit, they still stand supreme. I'm going to take you back in time. I don't know if you saw that pay-per-view. I want to take you back in time. I think you saw it was 2001 Survivor Series. The main event, Team of the Alliance, WCW and ECW versus the good old boys, WWE. Here's the caveat. The losing company was out of business forever and ever. Amen. So if you had your job on the line, I'm asking another question about this too. You were a wrestler, you had your job on the line. Would you, in the middle of the match, switch companies thinking your team was losing, or would you stay faithful?
Got to go with the money, you know. Got to go with the money.
Yeah.
That's a tough question because, you know, you're looking at loyalty to the company versus loyalty to a better paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
WCW was drowning fish, so to speak. I mean, they had good people and all, but you know, they had too much inner turmoil.
Mm-hmm.
New World Order. They were chaotic.
Yeah, man.
The championships were kind of chaotic. The ones I really loved the most, the Steiner brothers. It just seemed like they just really couldn't. They really just couldn't keep things on an even keel. And so you kind of looking at I guess my envision is if they could have really brought somebody in there that could really help brought some stability and made WCW not just more possible, but more palatable to people. It's kind of like the preacher that's got two churches, one church in two locations.
Mm-hmm.
And yet he's drawing crowds at both locations. I kind of think that, you know, if they had somebody, and their Bishop just wasn't the man. Bishop just wasn't the man. They needed somebody who didn't need to be in front of the camera, that could actually call the shots and to make WCW much more powerful. Because you really lost a lot when they merged together.
Oh, yeah.
You lost a lot in talent. You lost a lot in marketability. You lost a lot. Like I said, they've been doing a fantastic job. I mean, everywhere they go, they sell out venues left and right. You know, but there had to be a reason why even in the heyday, WWF at that time, they had full capacity at their pay-per-views and their local TV events. WCW, they would sell out their pay-per-views and have capacity in the local there. ECW, Paul Heyman was a master marketer, and they had sold out crowds.
Mm-hmm.
But they needed somebody who didn't need to be in front of the camera, that could be behind the camera and be like the authority, guide the ship to make it be much more marketable and to make it be much more money and to give the people what they want. Because the one thing that people want in wrestling is action. They want some action. You know, that they want fish swinging, butts in the air, you know, somebody going through a table, you know. At least at the pay-per-view, we all know that the Spanish table going first. So, at least let me know, somebody gonna get opened up. Somebody got to throw down. Somebody gonna got to fight. That was the one thing I really liked at ECW. They had to fight.
Mm.
You couldn't just step in that ring and just, be pretty and have just be pretty in pink. You had to bring it.
Oh yeah. Now I got a question for you about the PG era out there. If I do that, I'm gonna be back to this thing, the loyalty thing. But I'm setting the scene for you. It was Summer Survivor Series of 2014. We saw the Authority versus Team Xena. If Team Xena lost, all the members are fired. If the Authority lost, Triple Stephanie are out of power. So the Big Show has a choice to make. Well, my team is kind of losing right now. What do? Do you knock out John Cena, call it a night, and go for it, or do you still on the other side? Because if I'm Big Show, I'm on Team Xena at Survivor Series, and my team is losing. Would you not knock out John Cena to save your job?
Well, I'm a big Cena fan. But like you say, you got to keep your job.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what it takes to keep your job. And ask yourself questions. And they get ready to fire me. Would there be a way that Cena being the most marketable champion that there is right now, could he find a way to keep me on?
Oh yeah. John Cena's team was losing, man. I mean, losing bad. It looked like it before Sting showed up. And then, first of all, you got the Authority. That it's an old school elimination tag match. You got to eliminate all the other team's opponents. Your opponent's other team, the entire team to win the match. And you got Big Show, John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, who could barely walk. You got 3 against 5. So it looks like you're losing. So if I'm Big Show, my job's on the line if we lose. I'm going to knock John Cena out and get this over with.
Okay. But then you're not Cena out. Get somebody that's going to win that line and come around and say, hey, I'm taking Cena's place. I'm becoming the new captain for the team and run rampant on you. You go back to 6 in one hand and half a dozen in the other.
Oh yeah, man. And now I'll ask you about the Attitude Era versus the era of today. This PG era they used to have. Were you a big fan of that, or like this ain't gonna work for me?
Say that one more time now.
Like around 2011, they had the PG era. Are you a fan of that, or did you want something more?
I just need something more. I'm just from that old school, and so I need something more. I need that roughness. I need that toughness. I need something more.
Now, this ain't the first time WWE went PG. The first time it went PG was in the 80s. And then it's like, you know what? In the 90s, you know what? Let's take this PG and let's shove it up the toilet and let's get some attitude going. And the Attitude Era came out and stuff that happened in the Attitude Era. If I had kids at that particular time and they watched wrestling, they would not watch this particular company as they weren't PG at all.
Look, this is, at the end of the day, there's a men fighting in a ring for a championship, okay? And I know that we want to make it family orientated.
Come on, preach.
We become so politically correct that we just become soft. I mean, yeah, there's some elements of the language that you even take the good stuff out of wrestling, and it becomes watered down and just trickles down. You lose something. Sooner or later, you get to a point where you can't regain what you lost.
Oh, definitely, man. I remember a time. Perfect. The Attitude Era. They told that there was a time with DX. In fact, we're gonna play that in just a second. DX had a letter from the USA Network. So they can say and so they can't say, and that was the funniest crap of all time. So it's back in it's like the early stages of the Attitude Era. Hang on a second. I'll play that right now.
They want to do all of that. Have a 7-second delay.
Oh yeah. I tell you, bro, DX, they took the rule book and said, screw your rule book. We're going to do what we want to do. How we going to say what we want to say. How we going to do it. And you can bend over. You can bend down, pucker up, and kiss where our cheeks meet. Check this out. I'll say it. I hate these commercials. In a moment, we're going to hear a letter read from DX. Actually, here we go.
We will only use the words ass, damn, hell, and bitch. We will never, however, use the words shit, fuck, goddamn, Jesus Christ, faggot, or any other racial or sexual slurs. Now then, as it pertains to video, we promise there will be less video. We promise there will be less dick references. Oh, shit. Watch your fucking mouth. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Fuck. Anyway, there will be less penis references.
I think it's better.
And one last thing. Even though many of you believe that currently the favorite pastime in the Oval Office is swallow the leader, I did not. I repeat, I did not sleep with that. In the Oval Office is swallow the leader. I did not. I repeat, I did not sleep with that young intern. As a matter of fact, I was up all night.
Okay, that what you just heard was the uncensored version of the letter they read. In the original video, it was all that was leaked. So yeah, there you go. And they got this from the USA Network. Okay, you can't say this, can't say that, can't say this. You can say this, can't say that. So they read the letter. The joke was, okay, you can tell you know we're gonna do this anyway, right? And the Attitude Era, basically, you can take the rule book. You can throw it out the window and kiss where our cheeks meet. We're going to do this here.
Well, I remember the DX of old, and they was, okay, well, I got 2 words for you.
Uh-huh.
You know, and people begin to start getting, I guess you could say, at ease with it. It didn't bother them if they weren't as offended as we are offended about things nowadays. I'm not going to say that there doesn't need to be some control. As like I said, we do have kids, but at the same time, you know, you more worried about a few little cuss words, but you ain't worried about these kids seeing grown men beat the tar out of one another.
Yeah.
Break legs and, you know, the stars of the TV show, they're laying out, either laughing, trying to figure out what's going on, you know, or they're like, it's in a bucket, I just got to go along with the program.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy.
Yes, indeed, man. And, you know, a lot of people had criticized China and WWE because China, she in her later life, before she passed away, she was a adult entertainment actress, and people say, well, she'll never be in the Hall of Fame because she did porn. Wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute, wait a second. Val Venus was a adult entertainer, and he was a dog entertainer gimmick. And hell, China, like Godfather was a pimp. Val Venus was a male adult entertainment actor. This lady named Linda Miles, at the time she was Shaniqua, she was a dominatrix. Just saying, what do you feel about China's later life and her hopeful inductee in the Hall of Fame?
I really like China. I think that China made some bad decisions. When China wrestled, China was the embodiment of a woman who really dominated the man's world. First woman to be the Intercontinental Champion. China could fight like any man could, and she fought. You know, and then when she made the decision to go into these adult movies, it really didn't help her career. All it did was hinder her.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of think that her life would have been much more fulfilled and much more purpose if she had chosen not to go into that line of work, but maybe tried to come back to the WWF.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Get herself active again to get all the drugs out of her system and give her all her body organs a second chance.
I remember very well. Back in the day, China is our first and only female to hold the Intercontinental Championship, the prestigious Intercontinental Championship, and she had better matches with men than women. Like China is the first and only woman to be the Intercontinental Champion, hold the Intercontinental Championship. She also had better matches with men than she did with women.
To me, she had better matches with men.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because she fought. She didn't let the limitations of her gender keep her from being a winning champion.
Oh yeah, man.
You know.
When a man steps in the ring with China, you knew you're going to war. You're not going to struggle in the park. You get in the ring with China, man or woman, you're going to war.
Most definitely. Yes, sir.
God bless China. I would like to see her in the Hall of Fame posthumously. She'll be, hopefully next year she'll be inducted into the 2017 Hall of Fame. And one guy who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, really don't need no explanation on it, the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
That's going to be a no-brainer. They're going to put Ali in the Hall of Fame. And I believe that not only will he go in the Boxing Hall of Fame, but Vince is going to put him in the WWE's Hall of Fame.
Oh, definitely. I should be in the Boxing Hall of Fame by now. There's not something wrong with that. I don't see how in the world he's not in the Boxing Hall of Fame all this time. You kidding me? And then the wrestling world, if you need a reason, I'll give you one. He was the referee at the very first WrestleMania. Had a boxing match with Gorilla Monsoon. Even had a confrontation with the Hall of Famer, Andre the Giant.
Yeah, Ali definitely made his impact and impression in the world of wrestling, sports, and sports entertainment.
Oh, yeah, man.
Ali is truly going to be missed.
You know, his moniker, I am the greatest. I am the greatest. Actually, that was inspired by Hall of Famer Gorgeous George. I'm the greatest man you ever seen. And that kind of inspired Hall of Fame, Muhammad Ali's I'm the greatest moniker.
Yes. Well, Brother Lee, it's kind of getting into the morning up here in Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
And I do have an early morning ahead, so I'm going to have to bid you good evening. But you continue keeping things rolling on about the WWE, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Oh, yeah. In fact, that's going to do it for us as well. I'm Lee. This is my godfather, Reverend Dr. Greg McCray, Sr. We got to get out of here. See you next time on Wrestle Tracks. Good night, everybody.
Good night, now.
Keep the excitement on repeat this summer. Get to Nissan's free to choose 4th of July.
What, if you all want a shout out, you're still going to get it. Wrestling Tracks.